During last lecture, we discussed about the formation of water molecule on the basis of molecular orbital theory. Now, in this video lecture, we are going to discuss the formation of trihydrogen ion on the basis of molecular orbital theory. So, this trihydrogen ion or cation, this species has been detected during electrical discharge through hydrogen gas, and structure of this trihydrogen, it is experimentally determined and it is found to be equilateral triangular with hydrogen bond distance, it is 0.1 nanometer, and actually it is formed by the combination between hydrogen molecule and proton or H plus ion, and therefore it contains two valence electrons. You know that hydrogen molecule contains two electrons. In H plus there is no any electron, one electron is lost from a hydrogen atom, and therefore total number of electrons present in H3 plus ion, it is equal to 2. So out of these 3 hydrogen atoms in H3 plus, so these 3 hydrogens first of all labeled as A, B, C, and this, suppose hydrogen Hb, it is a central atom, and hydrogen A and C, these are the peripheral atoms. So this is about the labeling of hydrogen atoms. Now next step is formation of group orbitals on the basis of linear combination of atomic orbital principle. Two 1s orbitals of two peripheral atoms combine to form two group orbitals. Consider the internuclear axis. Suppose hydrogen A, that is peripheral hydrogen atom, contributes 1s atomic orbital with positive sign wave function, and it combines with 1s atomic orbital with positive sign wave function, this atomic orbital contributed by hydrogen C. So A and C, these are the peripheral hydrogen atoms. This is in phase combination. It results in the formation of one group orbital. It is sigma group orbital, or it is labeled as psi 1. Psi 1 is equal to psi 1s plus psi 1s. In this way, hydrogen A may also contribute 1s atomic orbital with positive sign wave function. It combines with 1s atomic orbital of another hydrogen atom, which combines with out of phase combination. So psi 1s minus psi 1s, this is out of phase combination. It results in the formation of psi 2 group orbital, and psi 2 is equal to psi 1s minus psi 1s. So this is about the formation of group orbitals. Now next step is formation of molecular orbitals. So group orbitals combine with suitable atomic orbitals of central atom, and there is a formation of molecular orbitals. So here psi 1 group orbital combines with, so matching atomic orbital of central hydrogen atom, that is Hb, and at Hb there is only one atomic orbital, that is 1s. So psi 1 group orbital combines with 1s atomic orbital of hydrogen B, and there is a formation of two molecular orbitals. These are labeled as 1 sigma and 3 sigma. Now consider again this internuclear axis. Suppose hydrogen B contributes atomic orbital, that is 1s atomic orbital. It has positive sign wave function. It combines with psi 1 group orbital. This is the positive or in phase combination. So in phase combination results in the formation of molecular orbital. It is 1 sigma, it is singly degenerate, and 1 sigma, it is equal to psi 1s plus psi 1, but psi 1, it is equal to psi 1s plus psi 1s, and therefore 1 sigma, it is equal to psi 1 plus psi 1s plus psi 1s plus psi 1s, and this 1 sigma, it is also labeled as A, that is singly degenerate. Again you consider the internuclear axis. Suppose hydrogen B contributes 1s atomic orbital. It combines with group orbital, but now combination is out of phase. Psi 1s minus psi 1. So psi 1 it is equal to psi 1s plus psi 1s. After out of phase combination, there is a formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is 3 sigma. So 3 sigma molecular orbital in non-linear geometry, it is labeled as E, small e, and you can see here positive lobe, negative lobe. Between positive and negative lobe overlapping is not there, and therefore this is anti-bonding molecular orbital, and it is equal to, so 3 sigma it is equal to psi 1s minus psi 1. Again psi 1 it is equal to psi 1s plus psi 1s, and therefore 3 sigma it is equal to psi 1s minus psi 1s plus psi 1s. Now in this way, the one group orbital, that is psi 1 group orbital, combines with 2 atomic orbitals contributed separately, that is 1s 1s, whereas psi 2 group orbital remain as a non-bonding. So psi 2 group orbital of peripheral atoms remain as a non-bonding, and it is labeled as a 2 sigma. 2 sigma orbital is also labeled or denoted by small e. Small e in linear, non-linear molecule, 2 sigma is equal to e, means it is doubly degenerate. Then the molecular orbital diagram of H3 plus, you know, the energy increases from bottom to top. So here atomic orbitals of H plus are considered to the left side. To the right side, group orbitals of hydrogen, peripheral hydrogens are taken, and at the center molecular orbitals of H3 plus are considered or represented. So atomic orbital of H plus, it is 1s orbital and it is vacant, and there are 2 group orbitals, psi 1 and psi 2. Actually psi 1 group orbital produces the one bonding and one anti-bonding molecular orbital, whereas psi 2 group orbital remain as a non-bonding, that is 2 sigma. So in phase combination between 1s and psi 1 forms bonding molecular orbital, it is 1 sigma. It is also labeled as A. A means singly degenerate, one orbital having this obviously same energy or equal energy, that is the singly degenerate orbital. So out of phase combination results in the formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is 3 sigma. But 2 sigma and 3 sigma orbitals, they are having equal energy. Actually 2 sigma orbital is a non-bonding orbital and 3 sigma orbital is a anti-bonding orbital. These 2 orbitals have equal energy in H3 plus ion. So this is the molecular orbital diagram. You know, in group orbital there is a 1 electron, each group orbital contain 1 electron, and in atomic orbital of H plus there is no any electron. In this way, in 1 sigma molecular orbital there are 2 electrons which comes from these 2 group orbitals, and this is the molecular orbital diagram for H3 plus. Now order of energy of molecular orbital is 1 sigma orbital has the lowest energy, and 3 sigma and 2 sigma orbitals have equal energy. These are the doubly degenerate orbitals and therefore labeled as E, and energy of these 2 E orbitals, that is doubly degenerate orbitals, it is greater than singly degenerate orbital, that is 1 sigma. And the electronic configuration of H3 plus is 1 sigma 2. All the electrons are paired in molecular orbitals, and therefore H3 plus is a diamagnetic molecule. Now the structure of H3 plus on the basis of Walsh correlation diagram. There are 2 possibilities. H3 plus may have a linear structure, or it may have a equilateral triangular structure, and out of these 2, which structure is correct, it is decided on the basis of Walsh correlation diagram. And Walsh correlation diagram shows the change in energy of molecular orbitals with variation in bond angle. So out of these 2 structures, which is the correct, it is decided or predicted on the basis of Walsh correlation diagram. Now the Walsh correlation diagram for H3 plus, in Walsh correlation diagram, energy, it is energy of molecular orbitals, it is considered along the y-axis, and angle is considered along the x-axis. Now we are considering two extreme angles. One is 180 degree. In 180 degree, the geometry of this molecule becomes linear, and other angle is the 60 degree. In 60 degree, the geometry will be triangular. You know, if there is a triangle, then three angles are 60, 60, 60, like that. So two angles we are considering. So here the angle is 180 degree, and with 180 degree angle the molecule becomes linear, and if angle is 60 degree, then molecule becomes triangular, means like this. You know, this angle, it is 60 degree. So two extreme angles we are considering, and now we are going to consider the energy of each molecular orbital with a specific geometry. First of all, you consider the linear geometry. If molecule has a linear geometry, then what about the energies of various molecular orbitals? With linear geometry, energy of one sigma orbital is this much. This is the representation of one sigma orbital. Now when its geometry changes to triangular, then one sigma becomes A. Actually, in linear geometry, orbital is represented as one sigma. When it is non-linear, then it becomes A. That is singly degenerate. So there is a slight decrease in energy. Slight decrease in energy means this bonding molecular orbital, it is stabilized in triangular geometry. Now in triangular geometry, this is the shape after overlapping. Now consider two sigma orbital. This is the non-bonding orbital. It has slightly higher energy, and this is the energy when molecule is considered as a linear. Now in triangular geometry, this 2 sigma becomes E, and this is the shape, or this is the overlapping diagram, and it is labeled as A. There is a slight increase in energy, and 2 sigma orbital becomes E. Now consider the energy of 3 sigma orbital. So energy of 3 sigma, that is anti-bonding molecular orbital, it is highest, and this is the orbital diagram. And as soon as linear molecule changes to triangular, energy of anti-bonding molecular orbital decreases and it becomes E. So both 2 sigma and 3 sigma orbitals, these are changes to A. It means they are doubly degenerate. So in this way, in triangular geometry, both the orbitals, that is 2 sigma and 3 sigma, have equal energy, and occupied molecular orbitals, that is 1 sigma orbitals, are stabilized in triangular shape, and therefore H3 plus has triangular structure. So in this way, we explained or predicted the triangular shape of H3 plus ion. Now at the end, molecular orbital diagram of H3. Actually this is the hypothetical molecule or imaginary molecule. As such, in nature, H3 molecule is not there, but this is hypothetical molecule. Now how this molecule may forms? So H2 plus H, it gives H3. So altogether there are 3 electrons, and the molecular orbital diagram for H3 is, so this is the atomic orbital of hydrogen, group orbital of hydrogen, and at center there is a molecular orbital. This is the 1s orbital of hydrogen. These are the group orbitals. So this is 1 sigma orbital, and this is 3 sigma orbital, which is anti-bonding, and this is the non-bonding orbital. So these 3 orbitals now have different energy. This is the only difference. And this is about electrons. So 1 sigma contain 2 electrons, and 3 sigma contain 1 electrons. So this is the energy sequence, and electronic configuration of molecule is 1 sigma 2 and to sigma 1, and this is the